East Londoner. Well, it's certainly far too hot for this hat. It's 36 degrees and rising outside. They say we're going to have record temperatures today. Hello, I'm Dr. Gareth Popkins. If you're new to the channel, here we talk about language learning from many angles, and we cover many different languages, as well as methods, tips, and language vlogging. So if you haven't yet joined up to the How to Get Fluent email club and got my free webinar training, you can do that by following the link underneath this video. But today I want to speak specially to those of you who are upper beginner and lower intermediate Russian learners, because I've got something new for you out of the Dr. Popkins stable, so to speak. So if you're an upper beginner at A2, moving into B1 level, the lower intermediate, on the Common European Framework of Reference, this might be of interest for you. Now, it's summer, it's warm, and classes are over probably. You might be thinking of heading to the beach. That's all assuming you're in the Northern Hemisphere. But don't slide back in your Russian. That's the message. What I've got is a series of 5 summer grammar revision webinars aimed at upper beginner Russian learners. The idea is, yes, that you won't slide back or forget what you've learned so far in this holiday season. You'll be able to keep building on it. You'll be able to consolidate what you know and focus on some of those grief givers in the Russian language. Talking of them, what's the level I'm aiming at? Well, A2 into B1, you've covered some basic verbs of motion, you've covered numbers in Russian, you've covered the case system already, and a lot about the verbs, although there's still a long way to go. You'll be familiar with the idea of aspects in the verbs already. So if you're at this sort of level where you feel that there's a lot of Russian under your belt, but you're still not fully confident, then this could be just for you. What we're going to do is take different topics in Russian grammar every week for 5 weeks. The sessions will be 45 minutes long. They'll be recorded, so if you can't attend live, you'll be able to access the recording afterwards, and you'll have long-term access to that recording, of course. We'll be focusing on the essentials of the topics under consideration, focusing on communication and on key patterns in the language and how to help you to master them. Now, I've been learning Russian for nearly 30 years, so I very much understand the sort of challenges that you face, and you have here somebody who's sympathetic and somebody who's been through the same mill himself to get to my current level as an advanced Russian speaker. Now, what I suggest is that with the first session, which will be on Wednesday next week, the 31st of July at 8 p.m. in London, we look at some basic Russian verbs of motion. So that will be the first topic. But after that, the field is really open, and it's up to you guys to suggest to me what you'd like to study next. This is the first time I've run this program, so I want to be really sure that what I'm offering does speak to the need that you have. So this is your chance to shape this course of webinars as we go. But we could be looking, for example, at things like the aspect system in Russian verbs, looking again at the past and future tenses, looking at date and time expressions in Russian, or maybe looking at some of the modal expressions, you must, you may not, можно, нужно, нельзя, and that sort of thing. There are many things that we could cover. I'll suggest topics to you, but I want you guys then to guide me forward, and we'll have a vote each week what's going to come up in the next week. So that's the plan. If you've got questions, do let me know in the comments below. But if you'd like to find out more, there's also a link there to the enrolment page of the course. The webinars themselves won't be here on YouTube. They'll be hosted at my school site. So that's the place where all the action, if you like, will be happening starting next Wednesday. Now, enrolment closes on Monday night at 10 p.m. London time. So there's a little over 4 days to get on the course. So I hope I'll see you in there. We'll have a lot of fun together, and this will be a way for you to keep your Russian bubbling along, if you like, during the summer heat. That's the idea. So I hope to see you inside, and thanks a lot for being with me. I look forward to seeing you here on the channel next week. We'll be back on Tuesday with an update on how my language learning is going. over the summer, and then something exciting and a bit longer next Thursday. Thanks a lot then, as always, for watching. Don't forget, if you haven't done already, subscribe to the Vibe, throw me a thumbs up, tickle that bell, and share your fare. Do wstrzeci!